We met 25 years ago at one of Law & Doctor's major competitors. Dave was the assistant branch manager and I worked in the accounting department. He was hot and very much a gentleman. Like, I knew how he, had to have been brought up, whether I knew his family or not, because he was always so considerate and sweet. And ended up falling in love and been together ever since.
And I started talking to a Law & Doctor franchisee that was selling a business. And, we wound up buying that franchise in the spring of 1990. We wound up getting married in 1990. And we wound up having our first child a year later. Yeah, so basically we had a lot going on that one year. We wound up going to meet with Dawn's family one weekend out at a campground, and our kids came home from that experience and asked us, could we ever have a camper, Dad? And the next day we went out and bought a camper.
All I just think about is the closeness as a family. It didn't even matter if it rained the whole weekend at the campground because we were inside of our camper and we were doing things together.
As the kids were getting older, we kind of looked at each other saying, geez, I wonder what these kids are going to do when they grow up. Our oldest, when he graduated high school, he says, I'm going to go to night school and I'm going to work for Law & Doctor in the interim. At that point, he had started expressing some interest in taking over the business.
Now he's one of our lead service techs. He just wants to be like his dad. They are very, very proud of their father, and a lot of ways they try to be him. So I think that they want to try to be successful like he was at such a young age, because we were young. It's been an amazing life that I've shared with my family, my Law & Doctor family, my friends, and I couldn't have planned it any better. If you had asked me back then, could you see yourself owning a lawn care company? No. Being 22 years old and, a woman, no, I couldn't see it, but I couldn't, now that I've done it, see my life any other way.
I mean, it feels pretty good to get up every morning and go to work, come home, and when we want to do something, we really can always kind of make it happen. There's not a long drawn out process when we decide we want something or we decide we want to do something. It's just a matter of when are we going to do it, and it gets done.
Rate our success on just the level of love I guess we share. We lived in our first home. It was a 3-bedroom, 1,200 square foot ranch, and if you said to me today, would you go back and live in that house? I would absolutely go back and live in that house. I don't measure happiness with money. I will say it's nice to have it. It's nice to share it with my family and my friends. I love to throw a good party and spend time with people and just see people happy. That's how I measure success. That's all I care about, is seeing my children happy, growing as individuals, and just being kind people.
At the end of the day, it's all about having time to do what you want. And I do not want to be married to my career, as I know some of my friends are. And our whole experience in this business environment has allowed us to do everything that we've ever wanted to.